Very good morning, friends. My name is Dr. SUMEET Sharma. By qualification, I'm a chemical engineer and done my master's from the US, and I'm a doctorate in the science of NLP, which is neuro linguistic programming. I have been into holistic healing from last 1997, almost 25 years now, and primarily me and my wife do both teaching and healing in the areas like Reiki, pranic healing, yoga, natural therapies, and apart from that, advanced theories like Melchizedek method of holographic healing, and also hypnosis and past life regression, and many more. We run a holistic center by the name of Utopia Healing almost from 1997 onwards. So today, friends, we are going to talk about something very interesting, that actually why do people fall sick? Why do actually people fall sick? So for that, we are going to just let me open up the slide. So why do human fall sick is a one of the most intriguing questions with us. Let us understand what is a disease. The word disease has come from the word disturbed ease. When your ease is disturbed, you fall sick. So everything boils down to your ease. If you're not calm and if you're stressed all the time, you're attracting sickness in your life. Let me take you back in times almost 2300 years back when the Hippocrates oath was taken. I mean, Hippocrates existed at that time, and he is known as the father of the modern medicine. Early history reveals that the primitive man thought of sickness as a wrath of the gods. The earliest physician tried to reduce signs of sickness using spirit cleansing rituals and ways to appease the gods. In fact, it was Galen and Hippocrates who introduced the concept of humorism to mankind. Humor means the fluids in the body, like example, blood, black bile, phlegm, and also yellow bile. Even till date, Hippocrates is honored by the doctors as doctors take the Hippocrates oath to serve and protect the mankind against diseases. What is this oath? This oath includes the following things. Doctor must mentor future doctors or their families. Patients will not suffer hurt or damage. Actions must be pure and focused, and all patient information should be kept very confidential and private. Let us see what our human body consists of. Our human body is not a single body as we think. It is a physical body, it's an emotional body, mental body, a spiritual body, and also an etheric body, which in yoga describes it as Anamaya Kosha, Pranayama Kosha, Manamaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, which is your knowledge body, and also Anandamaya Kosha. Anandamaya Kosha is your final body where it's only bliss exists. The word Ananda in Sanskrit actually means bliss. Bliss includes joy and sorrow. And wonderful thing is there is no opposite of Ananda. When we say Ananda, there is no opposite. So it is actually means bliss. When you work from this level, that is etheric body, you'll always be in bliss. So what is modern medicine? Modern medicine, or medicine as we know now, started to emerge during the Industrial Revolution in the 18th century. During the 19th century, economic and industrial growth continued to develop, and people made many scientific discoveries and inventions. Scientists made rapid progress in identifying and preventing illness and in understanding how bacteria and viruses work. However, they still had a long way to go regarding the treatment and cures of infectious disease. So let us look at a dichotomy in which medical science is actually caught into. Whereas medicine is focused on identifying and fixing problems, usually by the quickest pharmaceutical method available, but it misses the root cause that connect the symptoms that may not be seen to be related. Getting to the bottom of those underlying conditions takes time and attention, which is difficult even for the most caring doctor. Sometimes even doctors get confused that what is the root cause of this particular disease, which is not getting cured with the use of certain medicines. So they have to keep on giving medicines and doing trial and error till they perfect it. So what is the reason of a disease? So there are many reasons for disease. Let us look at the main reason. There are stress factors. People under stress, any kind of stress, it could be physical stress, mental stress, emotional stress, even financial stress, relationship stress. These are the stress factors in human life because of which we again attract disease in our life. Environment and pollution, of course, it is understandable. Negative thoughts and emotions. This is the one of the main causes of diseases in our life. Anything connected to thoughts like negative thoughts and negative emotions. Vedas define our negative emotion and positive emotions very clearly. We have learnt in our high school stage that negative emotions are nothing but kama, krodha, lobha, maya, mada, matsarya, ahankara. Kama is excessive desire. Krodha means anger. Maya means illusion. Mada means arrogance. Ahankara is your ego. Matsarya is your jealousy, and last is your ahankara, that is your ego. So, like that, if we have negative emotions of any of this kind, then we automatically attract diseases in our life. Why? Because these emotions lower our immunity of our body, lower our frequencies, which you are going to see it in the subsequent slides. Similarly, negative thoughts. Our mind is 80% negative, friends. It will always think negative first, even if you tell the most positive thing to them. That is where the spiritual growth comes. A lot of people ask me this question: what is the difference between religious growth and spiritual growth? Religious growth is just doing certain rituals for the heck of it, and of course for a particular purpose, doing it, but without understanding it has got no use. Whereas spiritual growth is a growth where you understand the spirit of things. That's why it's called spiritual. You reach a state of mind where if something happens, it's fine. If something doesn't happen, also it's fine. You get it into an attitude that okay, everything is happening for my good. God is always doing something good for me. So like that, if you get into that kind of an attitude all the time, then you are on a spiritual growth. The entire purpose of human life is to get into the spirituality and understanding himself first, understanding every aspect of himself, and finally for what is his deeper purpose in coming, understanding his own soul work on the earth, that what is your purpose on life. Similarly, bad habits and lifestyles: not eating in time, eating junk food, sleeping in odd times, food habits. Similarly, negative behavior of any kind also will attract diseases in your life. The opposite of that is the good emotions. The good emotions are healthy emotions which will help your immunity to become strong. Like we say, Shanti, Prema, Dharma, Ahimsa, Karuna, Vairagya. Shanti means peace. Karuna means, kind of a kindness. Dharma means the right way of life. So like that, these are the positive emotions. If we develop in our life, then automatically our immunity is high, and the same time the frequency of the body is also high, which you are going to see in the subsequent slide, that how simple negative emotion brings down our frequencies of our body, and positive emotions being positive good emotions in our body. Similarly, there are karmic reasons also. Karmic reasons, like whatever, some people believe that, some people don't believe that. Of course, there are certain karmas which have come from either this life or maybe our previous lives also. If you look at certain of our episodes like Ramayana and Mahabharata, that even in Ramayana, Ram had to go for Banvas for 12 years because in his previous life he was Parshuram. So he had killed several Kshatriyas during that avatar, and it was for to him to suffer that karma. In this life he had to go for 12 years of Banvas. So that is how the karma is related. So like that, if you see that our history, our epics are always telling something indirectly which we need to understand. Of course, in today's times, there are solutions for all these things. That is where holistic healing comes. Holistic healing looks at all your bodies, your physical body, your mental body, emotional body, and your spiritual and even your karmic body. So let's look at alternative and complementary medicine. 20th century saw the advent of alternative sciences which are based on ancient philosophy of Ayurveda and old practices like yoga, hypnosis, acupressure, and acupuncture and homeopathy, etc., which are over 7,000 years old. So history of Ayurveda is a holistic system of medical science and is the oldest science of healing that is more than 5,000 years old. Ayurveda has two Sanskrit words, means Ayu, which means life or live life, and Veda means knowledge. So it's actually the knowledge of how to live your life in a healthy way. This is the most ancient system in olden times, way back from 7,000 BC. Now let us understand our psychic chakras. These psychic chakras are not seen physically, it can be only seen by the psychics or people who are clairvoyants, people who has third eye is open. They can see the psychic chakras, and these psychic chakras are based at different parts of our body. Our root chakra, which is called in yoga as a Muladhara chakra. The Muladhara chakra is where you sit. The seat of our body is the Muladhara chakra, and this chakra controls your entire musculoskeletal system. So if any kind of fear or any kind of guilt is there, sits in this chakra, and this directly affects your musculoskeletal system. So if somebody comes with the body pain to us and other things, we just look at the Muladhara chakra and try to strengthen it. There are many methods to strengthen the chakras also, which we are going to see by meditations, by Reiki healing, by affirmation. So many techniques are there by which we can strengthen and balance these chakras. The next chakra is called as a sacral chakra, or which we call it in yoga as a Swadhisthana chakra. The Swadhisthana chakra is the chakra which basically controls all our reproductive organs. If our reproductive organs something is wrong in male or female sexuality, then sacral chakra is not performing to its level better. So these chakras also, they vibrate at a particular frequency, and if that frequency is lowered by various reasons, mainly due to our emotions and other things like that, this leads to the problems of reproductive organs and overall the sexuality in both male and female. Then comes the solar plexus chakra. Solar plexus chakra is called as the Manipura chakra. And the Manipura chakra controls our entire digestive system. That means our stomach, our liver, our bile, spleen, everything is controlled by this chakra. In fact, when people come for diabetes to us, then we check their solar plexus chakra, whether it is blocked due to certain emotions. Lot of worry about money people have, which most people have, and if they have too much of worry of money, then this particular chakra gets blocked, and it does not give the right energy to the particular organ, so that these organs deteriorate over a period of time. Similarly, we have the heart chakra, which is called as the Anahata chakra. Anahata chakra is controls all our circulatory system throughout the body, and the throat chakra controls our thymus, it controls our lungs and our speech. And basically, if we suppress certain emotions and if we do not be very extrovert in talking, this particular chakra gets blocked. Then we have the third eye chakra, which is called as the Agnya chakra. And Agnya chakra is connected directly to our pineal gland. Now, please understand, friends, the pineal gland and the hypothalamus are the two organs which are the like the governor of the entire gonad system. If you look at it carefully, all the chakras are located at the ductless glands, which is our gonads, which secrete the important hormones in our body, like insulin and the other like bile, and so many hormones are released by the body. But this is governed by the pineal gland and the hypothalamus. So anything going wrong in this particular chakra, then automatically our gonadic system gets affected. Similarly, the release of hormones also get affected. And last but not the least is the crown chakra, which is connected to our entire nervous system. Our entire nervous system is connected to the crown chakra. And here, if it gets blocked due to several reasons, it can get blocked. I mean, spiritual growth is not there, or some karmic effect is there, then we stop drawing the divine energy from this chakra. This chakra is also called as the Sahasrara chakra. So your health of your chakras is directly proportional to your physical, mental, and emotional health. Then we look at our aura, just like we have the seven chakras, everything is seven in this world, friends. Seven chakras, seven seas, seven continents, Sapta Rishi, Sapta Dhatu, and the seven fairas we do during Hindu marriage also. So, like that, everything is seven. So, seven is also considered as a divine number. Anybody having a birth date of 25 or 7 or 16, automatically they will turn spiritual over a period of time. Now, in this Second picture, you see the bioenergetic field around us, the aura which is around us. Everybody's aura changes depending upon the level of your energy and your emotions. The moment you have a very positive emotion, your aura expands, it expands, and it can go up to 1.5 to 2 meters for any normal person. But if you have a negative thought, or if you have some negative emotion, let's say anger or any kind of a jealousy, or what we spoke about, kama, krodha, lobha, this aura shrinks. When it shrinks, we are again attracting a lot of diseases and disorders in our life. So everything is related, friends. The moment one thought can change your entire chakric system as well as the auric system. Somebody said very nicely that God may forgive you, but your nervous system will not forgive you. Why? Because it's everything is in our hands. Of course, nowadays there are a lot of NLP techniques which are given, that today sometimes negative thought comes, negative emotion comes, and how to transform it and come out of it. That's the main thing you need to understand. Then let us look at our meridians. As I explained to you earlier, the chakras draw the positive energy from the universe, and as they draw, it goes to every part of our body, each and every organ of our body, through this meridian system. These are the meridians. As you see, they flow from everywhere, the whole body, including it ends at your fingertips as well as your leg, in the toes and other things like that. And all the organs draw the energy from the universe through the chakra, then it goes to the meridian system. The whole technology of acupressure and acupuncture and sujok therapies are based on these meridians. These meridians get blocked due to various reasons, due to age, and due to also your wrong thinking and your wrong food habits. So these meridians get blocked. So what in acupressure we do is that we press certain points in our, there are, you won't believe, friends, there are more than 21,000 points in the body. 21,000 points in the body, where we press something and something else happens, and it's like a cantilever effect. So when we press this particular point, those energy blocks are removed instantly, and that is how the health is restored using these ancient technologies. In fact, acupuncture was developed in the ancient China, and they used to get very, even now they get very good results. I'm sure some of you have already tried it at some point of your life. It's very good to reduce any kind of pain in the body or any kind of malfunction of any particular organ. Here's something interesting I wanted to share with you. These are the body frequencies. Each and every organ in our body has a particular frequency. Like, for example, here you see the normal brain frequency is 72 hertz, and human body is 60 to 78. Between 62 and 78, if your body frequency is there, it seems you will never fall sick, friends. You will never fall sick, because your immunity at that particular time is so high that you cannot attract any kind of bacteria or virus infection. The moment your body frequency lowers down, due to the reasons we have discussed in the previous slides, you can ensure that this particular that particular organ starts deteriorating. So like that, let's take an example of say pancreas functions best between 60 to 80 megahertz. But if your frequency drops below that, then automatically the cells of the pancreas do not know what to do. In fact, they deteriorate and they start dying. And because of the cells start dying, the insulin is not released by pancreas. So this is a story of all the organs. If they do not get proper frequency from our chakras and through our meridian system, they start deteriorating. That is the secret of life. That is why people go for spiritual growth to Himalayas and different places like that, because there they draw very positive energy from the universe, and then they feed their each and every cells. And that's why you must have heard that during Kumbh Mela and other things, we see sadhus who come down only during that particular time. Their age is anything between 200 to 250 years, friends. There's a lot of research done by one set of people who have actually checked up their age, and they find that their age is anything between 200 and 250, which is unbelievable for a modern man. Why? Because all the time they are in a meditative state, good food, good environment, and always into spiritual growth is what they are spending their time with, so like that, each and every part of our body, our organs, our central nervous system, everything has a particular frequency. And all these organs, friends, they have nothing to do with each other. They independently work, and the brain is the one which controls everything. So that is where you need to understand, even your brain frequency, if you notice here, should be between 72 to 90. So it works most efficiently at that particular frequency. Now let us look at this other slide, the meditation frequency. If your body resonates at about 174 hertz, automatically any pain in the body will disappear, friends. Similarly, you go at 285 hertz, it influences the energy field around us, that is, our aura starts getting affected. Similarly, 396 hertz liberates you from any kind of a fear and guilt. See, fear and guilt is one emotion which weakens our body. Like fear means fantasized experience appearing real. Its fear is nothing but something which is fantasized. Friends, even animals, when you look, animals are very sensitive to frequencies. When an animal sees you, if you have any kind of fear against that animal thinks that you're going to attack him. So that's why they attack you before that. So if you do not have any fear, then automatically these animals come near to you. So those of your pet lovers or have pets at home will realize that they are very, very sensitive to frequencies. Similarly, and then one more thing talking about animals is, you'll agree with me that animals are much more healthier than human beings. Like today, little bit weather changes, immediately we get cough, cold, and other things. But animals, very rarely they get. You know why? Because they are all the time attuned to the nature. They're attuned to the nature frequency. They adapt to the nature. They adapt to changes much faster than human beings. That's why animals fall very rarely sick. They get infections only if they fight or they eat something which is not good for them, something like that. So only then. But overall, they are much more healthy. Similarly, 417 hertz facilitates any change in life. 432 hertz, a miracle tone of nature. 528 hertz, it repairs the DNA. Now, DNA is the basic building block of life, as all of you know, deoxyribonucleic acid. So that is the where we actually develop our. It's a developing thing. It develops the whole body. At 528, repair of DNA starts. What has been affected due to age, due to habits, due to medical reasons, like some medicines, wrong medicines the patients have been given, and because of that, what happens is that it affects their body in a different way. 639 is where it heals relationships, like where relationships are not okay, automatically the relationships become okay at this particular frequency. 741 awakens intuition, your sixth sense, your Agnya chakra becomes awakened. At 852 hertz, it attracts the soul tribe, and 963 hertz, it connects you with your light and spirits. So we'll see the next slide also, how we raise our consciousness. As you see here, friends, in this slide very carefully down, like fear, at fear we are, the frequency is around 100. And so if you are every time having fear or any kind of anger, you are resonating at a much lower frequency, and that is where again you attract diseases in your life. But if you have things like love, and love, you are operating at a frequency of 600. Similarly, joy is at 640, peace is at 600, and enlightenment, when you have enlightenment, that's what happened with people like Buddha, when they meditated for several years, their frequency was raised to such a level that they started resonating at about 700 megahertz. So, how to be healthy always? Learn to exercise and daily walk, sleeping regularly, reducing stress and junk food along with alcohol, smoking, going out in the nature daily and developing mind skills, learning to meditate, practicing breathing, focusing on senses, and simply appreciating yourself. Learn yoga, maintain good relationship with people, do charity, visit temples, churches, masjids, and other religious places. Observe fast if possible once in a week. So, friends, the future of medicine is frequency, is what Albert Einstein also said. Do you know that our soul is composed of harmony? You can look at disease as a form of a disharmony, and there's no organ system in the body that's not affected by sound, music, and vibration. So friends, I hope you enjoyed today's presentation. If you have any questions, you can always write to me or call me, and look forward to see you very soon.